Hello and welcome to Battle of the Beast episode number 14. Second battle of round 2. I wasn't actually planning to do this episode today because I was going to do Pokemon battles. More Pokemon battles anyway. I decided against that for the simple reason, I kind of left this video till the last minute and I decided that doing one Battle of the Beast would be better than doing multiple battles from Pokemon. Like more efficient and also more worth it, I guess. So this one is kind of a tricky matchup when it comes to picking an arena and how the fight would go out, because both of these beasts are unique in their own way, and I actually, like with every battle, I don't have a plan or script of how this battle turns out. But something I do want to add though is that they won back to back in round 1. So one in one battle, episode 5 of Battle of the Beast, and the other one won in episode 6. So yeah, and if you don't know them already, we've got Spiros the Ghost Phoenix won in episode 6 against Arax, and Tempra the Time Stealer, who won against Skolo the Bladed Monster, I think, actually, in episode 5. So, with that being said, let's get into this battle. First things first, though, the arena. Now, for a reason which I will explain later, I'm picking the Forbidden Lands. Because one was fought in a past version of Avantia, whilst another one was technically in Rion. So, both places they haven't been to before. And I do need to say, I would say, quite good destination spots for a holiday. Speaking of which, I'm recording this a couple minutes after I got a comment from someone on my last Battle of the Beast video, from Joshua Clow. I will say, your comment made me laugh. This was Vedra's worst holiday ever to Gwildor. I agree. 10 out of 10, won't visit again. Okay, that's actually all I had to say, because that was absolutely hilarious. I find it funny. So, because I remember describing it as like a holiday and a break for the landlord for the Colosseum, for the combat arena. Anyway, this battle will be, as I said, in the Forbidden Lands. You'll find out the reason why later. Let's say, I don't want to say the Dead Peaks, Dead Forest? Ooh, actually, how about the Canyon? How about the canyon in the Forbidden Lands? You know, where Tom fought Nixa. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called the Dead Canyon, or the Canyon of Death or something. Something with the word dead in it and the word canyon in it. That's all I know. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe there, because I think that'll be... Actually, no. We're going to, like, a plains area in the Forbidden Lands. So, final choice, the plains. The plains area. And as the Forbidden Lands are rather small, I may make them go to a different area. That might be fun. Yay. So, let's get into this battle. So, we're going to open up with Tempra coming out of Nyx's little cave in the canyon. Just looking around everywhere, looking for our next victim to kill. And Spiros just flying over the Forbidden Lands for some random reason. I don't know why I'm flapping my arms, but okay. And they see each other straight away. Spiros creates a fireball in her talons and launch it directly at Tempra. Tempra is able to wrap one of her tentacles around a rock and put it in front of her eye, blocking it from the fireball, where the fireball hits it and smashes, and the fireball disappears. Spiros, by the time Tempra clears the smoke from the fireball, she sees that Spiros is actually gone. So thinking that she's just left, Spiros slithers out of her canyon cave thing and going towards the plains of the Forbidden Land. I don't know if there is actually a plains in the Forbidden Land, but I'm going to say there is, just for convenience. Then Tempra suddenly gets this uneasy feeling where she feels like she's about to be hit on her behind. Hit on the back of her head or something. It's a big head, okay? You know what Tempra's like. So she whips a tentacle round and actually hits something, where a very loud thud hits the ground and something sharp pokes the one of Tempra's tentacles that's on the ground. Tempra turns around to see Spiros just lying down there, just a bit, no, not really unconscious, but winded from the hit on the head that she got. So what Tempra does is that she wraps her tentacles around Spiros and starts See, this is what I mean, but I don't know what to do. And starts wrapping her tentacles around Spiros, lifts her up with all her strength, and starts smashing her down to the ground as quick as she can, as hard as she can. Spiros then wakes up from, regains consciousness or something, and starts lighting her feathers on fire, burning Tempra's tentacles, causing her to unravel, and Spiros is able to get free and just flap her wings high in the sky, was forming 2 fireballs between each of her talons and launching both of them at her by tossing them in the air, then hitting them down with her wings, giving them more velocity or veracity. I know it's one of those words. One of them misses Tempra, whilst another one hits one of Tempra's tentacles, where Tempra screeches in pain. But Tempra is able to get another tentacle and throw it directly at Spiros, hitting one of her wings, causing her to come down lower, and that's enough, and it's enough space between them for Tempra to reach out towards Spiros and puts a tentacle right on her forehead. And suddenly, from Spiros' point of view, the world starts morphing and changing into something that's more lush and green, with more vibrant colours, and you see the sky turning blue instead of that horrid, putrid, dark blue-ish thing. Yeah, it's gone fresh. The Forbidden Land and the deadness is no longer dead. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah, Tempra does have the ability to time travel, and me and Lucas agreed that we can do time travel. So yay! So I had fun. That is why I chose the Forbidden Land, by the way. Tempra releases her tentacle that's on Spiros' head, but still keeps her grip on Spiros' talons, so then she can't get away. Spiros looks around to see this greenery and suddenly gets a bit of a bright idea. So what she does is that she conjures up a fireball between her talons. Bear in mind, Tempra is holding her talons, but by the legs, not her actual claws. And Spiros whacks it straight towards Tempra, hitting her right in the one big eye, causing Tempra to screech in pain and causing her to release her grip on Spiros. So Spiros quickly flies to the sky and flies towards over the dead forest. Tempra looks back very angry and very wanting revenge, and goes into the forest herself. And thus Spiros' plan begins in motion. She conjures up 2 fireballs and launches them both in separate directions of the forest, causing a fire to sprout up, burning all the grass surrounding the forest. That means Tempra is completely trapped in that forest. For plot reasons, the fire isn't going into the forest. Tempra notices that she's stuck or trapped, and Tempra wraps her tentacles around one big tree, lifts it up out of the ground, and throws it directly towards Spiros. Spiros sees this and conjures up a rather large fireball to chuck directly at that tree, burning it, hitting it, and with so much power, it hits it and goes right through the tree, breaking it in half, missing Spiros completely. And it continues to go into the forest, where it goes to hit Tempra, but it actually misses Tempra and hits a tree that was right behind her, causing a fire to start right behind her. And the tree starting to catch fire, where eventually the point where it hits starts losing strength in the bark, where it just burns off and the tree starts falling down towards Tempra. Tempra goes to move, but Spiros saw that happening. This is all going to Spiros' plan, by the way, because she is a clever phoenix. and chucks 2 more fireballs to either side of Tempra to where she can't actually get away, to where she stops from trying to run away. And Tempra, realising that she can't get out, the tree hits her holds it up as much as she can with her tentacles, but it's getting too hot on the tree because it is on fire after all, to where she has to release her grip and it just hits her on the head, smashing her to the ground. And Spiros starts chucking fireballs all over the forest to burn it down to the ground. And after what seemed like hours of the forest being on fire, which is actually legitimately probably 1 hour, where the forest is now completely extinguished from the fire, all of it's in ashes. Yeah, Team Trees, am I right? I'm sorry, I had to do that joke. So yeah, Spiros thinks that she's won, but Tempra strikes a tentacle out of the ashes and comes out wounded, covered in black soot, but still alive. Spiros sees this, and Tempra tries to find a rock with her tentacles to chuck at Spiros, but she can't seem to find one. By the time that's happening, Spiros conjures up a fireball almost larger than herself and chucks it directly towards Tempra. Tempra, realising there's nothing she can do to dodge this thing and nothing that she can use to deflect it, covers her eye with her tentacles and braces for the impact. It hits the tentacles square where they were protecting her eye, to the point where they go limp and she can't actually use them anymore because they are that burnt and they have been broken by the power of that fireball. Spiros, realising that she's going to win, conjures up another fireball, chucks it directly towards Tempra. Tempra, having no way of dodging this, closes her eye, hoping her eyelids can protect her eye, but it doesn't because of the weak thinness of the skin protecting the eye, where it just burns the skin off completely and hits her directly in the eye, knocking her out. And what Spiros does is that she comes down right next to Tempra, and just to make sure to finish the job, she lands her talons on Tempra's eye, digs her talons into the eye. Oh my god, this is very grim. And pecks at her eye repeatedly with her beak, to the point where Tempra seems to be unmoving. She probably has been unmoving since the fireball hit her. And that is it. I'm not describing anymore, but from the way it sounds and the way that is pretty obvious, you guys, Spiros has won, Tempra has lost. Now, if you think Tempra should have won, please in the comments below why you think that. But unfortunately, my word is final, and Spiros has won. I will say though, even though Spiros won and Tempra lost, on the bright side though, I was able to use Tempra's ability to kind of show roughly what the Forbidden Lands might have looked like before it gone all dead. So I think that'd be a nice thing for you guys to see, and that's why I chose the Forbidden Lands. But with that being said, that is all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press the little notification bell down in the corner below, there's a corner as well, and I'll see you next time with another Battle of the Beasts, not directly after this video, but at some point, which I'm not going to take the matchup to, because not only that, I can't remember the matchup, but also I like the element of surprise. Until then, peace out.